Hi, good evening to you and Happy New Year. Welcome to my channel. I've journeyed with many of you based on trust, confidence, and truthfulness. Many of you called me without knowing where I even stay or which part of Ghana I am from. But to your trust and also from the references that you've got from other people regarding getting a land in Ghana and those that you can trust and not discount. Last year, many of you called me, many of you were asking all about the Ajedam land, and a process was followed. And as I speak to you now, I've done a lot of plots in terms of purchasing for some of you. All the transactions went smoothly, and I want to thank you. The happiness is not about you buying the land, but the happiness in me and the people of Ajedam is about you coming back to your motherland. When I hear of people being scammed regarding land, I get so upset and sad. Many a times also, I find it very hard to believe some of the stories that are out there from the diasporans in terms of many Ghanaians scamming others when it comes to land. We've ushered in a new year, and I want to say this to you. We need to ask few questions in regards to why is it that there are influx of many diasporans wanting to sell lands to the diasporans. There are a lot of Americans and Jamaicans around that are also in the business of selling land. And these are the same people that they have stories to tell in terms of being scammed. But the question is, how truthful are they coming out? I'm not against anyone who wants to do business in any part of the country in Ghana yet. But where I get upset is when something is $600, when something is $500, knowing very well that in Ghana here, when it comes to prices that doesn't have price tag in the shop, we have two types of prices, especially when you have a foreign language and a local language. It's not that it's legal, it's not. But many a times also I educate my diasporan friends coming to say that just be careful when buying something so that they don't listen to your accent and then double the price. If that's the case, I, being a Ghanaian, is helping out with the diasporans on that. Why is it that amongst the diasporan community, some are benefiting hugely when it comes to that? Why can't they be truthful to themselves and double prices of land? For example, here, a typical Ghanaian around Asebu, Abra, this area will never buy a plot for 10,000 Ghana cedis. That's roughly about $500. Depending on the exchange rate. No. One thing for sure is, for example, what I do, I assist people to to buy the plot. So when you want to buy a plot, I go directly to the people that owns the land. I don't arrange with them to say double the price because I want to make profit. Double the price because you are selling it 7,000 Ghana cedis. So with that amount, the 7,000 Ghana cedis, make it 10,000 or 14,000. No. Because I know that many of you coming, it's not that you are billionaires out there. It's not that you've got too much money and you want to throw around in Ghana. No. I know some of you are going through a lot of challenge with taxes and all that. So why is it that the very diasporans that are here, who probably I would say have studied the system here, cannot go their way to assist and help in that sisterly or brotherly love that they always claim, but rather double the sales of the land, excluding their service fee? And what pains me also is the consultation fee that is attached and all that. I must be honest with you. Probably they might think that Ghana is a free country and they can do whatever they like. When you ask me now, I don't have real estate certificate. I don't have certificate to sell a land. That is why I rather assist and go direct to the elders for the land because they own it and they have receipts. It's very painful that most of them cannot even show you authentic receipts from the landowners when they purchase, simply because the price that has been given is not what they are selling out. I'm not against that. But the same people will sing in different tune to say they've been scammed. Ghanaians are not being fair. When I came to Ghana, I was scammed, and they try to paint many Ghanaians with the same brush. But when you hear stories from the diasporan communities and all that, you will find out, because I've done even fence walls for people. And why do they come to me to assist them even to do a fence wall? Because the price that they were given by their own diasporan so-called friends and all that is ridiculous. Very high price, and they would tarnish the image of Ghanaians to say Ghanaians are not qualified, they don't know a work. But they've forgotten that when they entered into this country, they slept in the hotels that they chose for themselves. They had meals that was cooked by Ghanaians, and they are being driven around by the Ghanaians. And I won't say all, because I've seen wonderful diasporans, wonderful both Americans and Jamaicans, Caribbeans coming, but just few are the ones that are doing that. The question is, if you say Ghana is a poor country or a developing country and all that, if you are here to assist to build this nation while ripping your failed diasporans off, this is my word to you, that please do diligent. Even like me, I don't force anyone to do business with me in terms of assisting. But one thing for sure is I try my very best not to fail those ones that I want to assist. And it's not about greed, and it's also not about the money. Because one thing for sure is, everywhere that I go, I respect the laws and the regulations of that place. As some of you are aware, not long ago I was in South Africa, Ethiopia and all that. I respected the laws, even though I've been in South Africa, I've worked in school there for many years. But even when I entered, I respect their laws and regulations. The same thing applies here. I'm sure that those that are here multiplying prices of land. They are not rather assisting, but they are rather doing business. And by doing that, I feel that you should get all the necessary business certificates. And this takes a process through immigration and all that. But if also you want to do that business to win the confidence of your fellow diasporans, please don't tarnish the image of Ghanaians. Do not tarnish the image of Ghanaians, because I want to find out how many Ghanaians even charge for consultation fee when you want to find out something from them. So if truly many of you are here for relaxation, as a place that they want to retire and have a permanent home and all that, be genuine and sincere to your fellow diasporans. Do not rip them off. Let your yes be yes. And also, those that have land around, please, as I always indicated, when I assist you to buy a land, I become a term I call inspector of the land as well. I always make sure that your land is secure and no one trespasses, even though no one will trespass on the land. But as I'm here in your way, I always watch over your land for you. This is what I do. I don't just do business with you and then washes off my hands after doing this work with you. So I want to say this to you. Please, when a plot of land price is mentioned to you in a certain area, Google, ask questions, because every area have a price range for a land. So someone cannot come and, for example, tell me that Asebu, a plot of land is being sold for 20,000 cedis or 15,000 cedis. No. Excluding even documents and all that. Last week I heard a lot of stories about this, where some people from the diaspora are saying they are assisting their fellow diasporans and all that, but they try to multiply the prices, and it's very sad. So I want to say to you, if truly you want to assist, get relevant people, ask questions, and you get the correct price so that you are not ripped off. I am forever ready to assist anyone that wants to do business with me. I don't charge consultation fee. The only thing I charge is the service fee. And even when that service fee is paid, as I said, I will be watching over your land till you start any development. The only thing that I will encourage you to do when you have the land here is to continue to make sure that the rates are all the time cut so that it doesn't become bushy. We don't want to see that in the communities. So even if you are not ready, try and all the time make sure that your plot is nicely moored to keep rodents and other reptiles out of the land, and also to make the community very presentable. I want to thank you, and I want to say that the people of Ajidam are still welcoming the diasporans, the Ghanaians. As I said, I always feel happy when I even see Ghanaians also coming to buy plots at Ajidam. Then it tells you that the place is not only for the diasporans but for the locals as well. Keep well and have a wonderful evening. And please, if you have any inquiries, do not hesitate to reach out to me, and all your answers and questions, all informations that you need will be sent to you. Have a wonderful time.